If y'all have anything y'all want to ask me, ask me. I'm gonna do this more often. I think it's cool to go live. Hey Terry, how you doing? I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna start doing it more often. Divine, what is it? Divine Fempress. Like the hat? Chicago style. How y'all doing? Miss Hattie, how you doing? The Bella Mafia, what's going on? Trinity, what's up? Y Thomas, good evening. Queen, how you doing? MZ. I'm gonna start going live on YouTube. I only done it once, I think. But I think it's pretty cool to do this every now and then. I'm already personal as it is, but I think people like when people go live, you know? What do y'all think? Y'all can ask me anything. I don't have a moderator, so I can get in trouble tonight with somebody saying something or I might miss a question. I don't mean to miss a question, but ask me anything y'all want to ask me, and I'll take my time and answer it. Priscilla, Colorado. All right. Fiona, how you doing? Talia Greer, I think it's Talia, is that right? Believe me, my husband left me while pregnant for someone else. 3 years later, they are still together. I don't know how that can be. Well, when your husband left you for somebody, hold on to see. My husband left me left me while pregnant for someone else. My husband left me while pregnant for someone else. 3 years later, they are still together. I don't know how that can be. He left you while, wait, I'm kind of confused. My husband left me while pregnant for someone else. She was pregnant, he was cheating, she was pregnant. Jen, how you doing? Rhode Island, I like Rhode Island. I'll come back to you, believe me, of my heart. What makes them actually change? By the hand of God. What made me work on my change is something I had to work on is, first of all, it took me years to get to this point. And every time I did work on myself, it was because a woman helped me. I didn't do it on my own, never. I never went to therapy on my own. I never got help on my own. But bad things started to happen. And I just got tired of being who I was and living the way that I was living. And so I worked on a little bit at a time. Therapy is what started it all. By the hand of God. Therapy is what started me to wanting to go in the right direction and feel better about myself, because I was mean to my kids. I was mean to my exes. I was mean. And people see me now like, there's no way, Leon, you weren't a mean person. I was. But it starts in therapy. And I didn't go to therapy on my own. I didn't volunteer. It was for my retirement ceremony. And so in the military, we're held accountable when you go sign up for therapy. It was part of my physical, my physical, my retirement physical. So I saw the ear, nose, and throat, the chiropractor. They checked my vitals, my teeth. And the last person was a psychiatrist. And I've been in and out of psychiatrist's office a few times. So I had to sit there as the last stop to get my paperwork signed off to retire. And that's when it started. They said, you need to be enrolled in intensive care patient. Before that, I wasn't enrolled in anywhere. I was enrolled in smoking cigarettes, smoking Black and Milds, watching porn. I was enrolled in cheating and lying and gaslighting. So it's not something that made me change. It's something that I wanted for myself. Because I was 48 when I went into therapy. I had never, before that, I went in and out of therapy. But think about it, 40 years old, 48, I was that old and untreated. Yeah, good question. Mercedes, okay, MC, Mercedes, I got you. How y'all doing tonight? Fiona, my healing is going pretty good. It's a daily thing. Sometimes I feel like it's an hourly thing. But my healing is well. I like who I am now. I like who I'm becoming. I don't like being angry. I don't like being angry anymore. I used to like being mad and angry and being mean. I used to like scaring women. I wasn't a physical person, excuse me, but I was very verbally abusive, and that was mental abuse too. So my healing is coming along pretty good. Divine Fempress. Why do I not feel like myself? It probably has to do with somebody that you like. They don't like you like them. So you probably feel unloved. When a woman feels unloved, it's because you are giving to the person that can't love, don't want to love, don't know how to love. So you don't feel like yourself. So all you're doing is reaching out and connecting to absolutely nothing. You're with the wrong person or you're seeking the wrong person. A lot of women, some women like people that are the opposite of them. So you can have something or someone to work on or a goal towards that person. And if you don't have that person that you can work on or work with, because you all are natural nurturers, then you don't feel like yourself. You probably, divine Fempress, you probably feel empty because you can't be you. And you're probably searching for somebody, and you probably like the old person that was the opposite of you, but he was just too much work for you. He was probably a liar, didn't love, didn't hold hands, didn't cuddle. Like me, he was a Leon. And so you feel unhealthy, you feel unstable, you feel off kilter. So you don't feel like yourself because you can't do what you want to do in a relationship with a person that you really, truly like and love. I think, I could be wrong. Black girls getting their shit together. What's going on, my girl? We got to do another video. We got to do another interview. My neighbor Nark asked me to cook for him, and I asked him, did he have a lady, and he lied. Yeah, he has a lady that is probably doing everything else. But what happens is when we have a woman, like me, I was a cheater. I was a serial cheater. We want to see if we can get another woman to do what our current woman is doing, right? We do that. It's called greed and lust, right? Our flesh. So being a cheater, I always had good women, and I always wanted more women because I was always just stupid. There's no like, oh, Leon, what's it's so deep that you cheated and you want to, what's the problem? I was stupid. And so if I want to stop cheating, I got to stop being stupid, right? I know this sounds weird, but it's the truth. There's no reason, there is no excuse for cheating. People cheat, they just do it because they're greedy. They have demonic ways, devilish ways. They're DNA, genetics. They're like the uncle, their mom or dad. You know, it's something that they like to do. They like the attention. I didn't have to cheat. I chose to cheat. It wasn't something that was embedded in me. I had a wandering eye. I always flirted with women, so I saw the men in my family do the same thing. But I chose to do that. I could have not cheated. I could have not had a wandering eye. I could have not been so lustful. But I chose to do things that made me feel like I was a man, that made me feel macho, that gave me that street cred. Being a man in the streets like that with one woman and being married for long periods of time and not cheating and not lying and not being a player was boring to me. It was boring. It's boring to a lot of men, but that's why so few men that like to live like that, because they are healthy and they're grounded and they're mature. They're more unhealthy, more immature men than mature men. So you get those types that very seldom do you see people that have been married for 20, 25, 30 years and they still love each other. It's rare. It doesn't happen anymore. You know? Now women are being put out in front of men and then next to dogs. You know, they say buy a dog and die alone. I don't believe in that. Hell, I had a dog, she died, but I could die alone. So it's not just that women are dying alone, men can die alone too. Women are tired of being everything to everyone and nobody being anything to them. I was a guy that was a nothing to a woman, just use her time, her sex, her food, her favors. So I understand why women are upset. I get it. I support y'all 100%. And people talking about I'm pandering and all this other stuff. I don't believe that. I'm not a panderer, but I'm just an honest dude where I was never this honest. Ever. I was never this honest, ever. It started in June 2021 when my ex-girlfriend said, Leon, you need to start doing these videos about your personality disorder. At the time, she didn't even know that I had mood disorder. I was diagnosed with mood disorder too. Most narcissists have mood disorder too. That's a part of it. And so it's everything for me starts with a woman. As a child, it started with a woman being neglected and abused and molested and raped. Lose my mom when she started getting high. And then when I got on the right track, it started with the woman. A lot of men helped me in life, yeah. But the women are always the one to put me straight on the straight and narrow. Let me read some more questions. I'm sorry, I don't have a moderator, so I got to get used to doing this. Did you ever sincerely apologize and make amends for the hurt you caused? Talia Greer, I did. I apologize. I still have some apologies to make, but some women that I haven't seen in years. But the ones that I've seen, I apologize. Yeah. Good question. Smash the like button and share and subscribe. Thank you, Trinity. Share. I never ask people to share my video, but y'all can share. You can share as much as you want. Like it as much as you want. I just try to get on here and never say that, but thank you for saying that, Trinity. Appreciate that. I was pregnant with our first baby. Okay. Believe me of my heart. I was pregnant with our first baby. So he left and he got somebody else pregnant. He's still with them. So what happens is he didn't just up and leave you. He had been with her. I did the same thing, when I did that, I was already with somebody else. And when the woman that I was with, I got pregnant, I wanted somebody new and different. And what happens is when we go to somebody new and different, it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you were no good. You know what? That other person that we go to, she was, for me, could be for him too, she was very easy. I ran her over. A lot of times when you're a real strong woman and then you become pregnant and then you become more mature, more serious about the pregnancy and your trimesters and your boyfriend, your husband, and wanting to get married, you become too strong, too independent, too powerful, and too willing to do the right thing for somebody that has a weak mind, like I did and possibly your ex. So what do? We find somebody that's the path of least resistance and easy to run over, and we come and go as we please. So you were more of a serious woman that probably was holding him accountable and he didn't like it. I've been there, and I've ran like he ran. DC, Sheila Chavis in the house. DC, why does he want me to hate him? I thought that was so weird. He wants you to hate him because he wants to use you as an excuse to get out of the relationship. He's not strong enough to say, I don't want you anymore. I can't handle you. I'm not good at this. So he wants you to hate him. That gives him an excuse to run. That's all it is. Yeah, you're right. It's weird. But it's weird because he can't say, you know what, I'm not good enough for you. I'm not a good boyfriend. I can't settle. I'm no good. So when you hate him, he can blame you and say, you hated me. That's why I left. Or you hated me. That's why I went looking elsewhere, because you didn't love me. So it's all a ploy to move on. And he's planning to leave you, or he has left you, or he will leave you. Eventually, when he say he wants you to hate him, right? That's what I think. I'm put my glasses back on. Why does, hate me? Conversing with Kanita. Wow, Leon, I caught a lie. Yeah, Kanita Johnson. I don't do live. I'm going to start doing live more often. What y'all think? I can't see the thumbs up. I can't see all that stuff. Next time I do it, I have a moderator so they can help me out. But y'all think I should do more lives? I'll come in more prepared with a question or whatever, or talk about something. Blessed Lady, L80 said, why do narcs still continue to try and gaslight after you don't care after 2 years of lies and cheating? Because they know that you know who they are, but they don't want you to know that you know the truth. So they're still, bottom line is they're going to hold on to their lie. They're going to still, gaslighting is to make you doubt yourself. So it could be 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they're going to continue to say the same thing that they said before, period. Because they can't say, okay, you know what, you're right, you got me, or I was wrong. No, I was doing the same thing for years. Continue to try and gaslight. After you don't care, and after 2 years of lies and cheating, they have a hard time admitting the truth when you already know the truth. But for them not saying it, not telling the truth, it's like them never getting caught. So they're going to keep doing it. Why do you men ghost? We ghost because sometimes if you're not having sex with us soon enough, we ghost you. If we know that you want to get serious, we ghost you. If we know that you want more than a sexual relationship, we ghost you. If we're married and we're cheating, we ghost you. If we're in a relationship already and we started one with you, we ghost you, right? If you want more than we want, we ghost you. If you're more mature than we are, we ghost you. Yeah, we ghost you because we're weak, greedy, lustful, and sinful. That's why we ghost you. Yeah. And then a lot of times they can't ghost you because they can't tell you the truth. They can't look in your eyes and tell you the truth. Men that ghost are not good communicators. D Lovely, I don't know what they took from what message you took back, but then when I was 7 months into my pregnancy, he tells me he is leaving for another woman, and it's been 3 years and they're still together. Yeah, it's crazy, but she was an easier person for him to be with. She was either on his level, down, or lower, and you were on a level higher than he could even begin to think about getting on. So, yeah, you got to block him. She's right. Talia is right. Were women first before your children? Were women first before your children? Yeah, at times I put women before my children. Yeah, I did. I put the needs of a woman before my children. I did that too. My children are older now. My youngest son is 24, about to be 25 in March. My other son is 28. My daughter's 29. So I'm fixing that still. I fixed all of that, but still, I did a lot of damage to my kids. God bless you, Leon, for sharing this info. I have been a narc victim in my entire life, but I'm learning so much. Yep. Being a narcissistic victim, like my exes were victims of me for their, 2 6-year relationships, my 12-year marriage. They were all victims. Yep. How was your relationship with your children? It's good now. It's better. Maggie, my relationship is much better. I was a very mean dad, father. I was a very selfish, jealous father. I had anger issues. I was mad because their mother had a better relationship with them than I did. She probably she treated them better than I did. Emotionally, I was absent, but financially, I was there. Yeah, good question. Any other questions? Yes, Kanita, I'm good with my children now. Yep. I'm good with my children, very good with my children now. I'm more patient. I'm more understanding. Because, I was a rough dude. I used to box. I played football, so I wanted my sons to box and play football, but they didn't want to play football. They didn't want to box. One is an artist and one wants to be an actor. And I didn't show interest in either one of them in their talents. So, but now it's never too late. I made a lot of mistakes trying to live my life vicariously through my children, but I made a lot of mistakes. I'm better now. I'm a lot better now. And the only reason why I got better and only I can do this because of therapy. Therapy was the beginning of it all. And I started therapy in 2014, a second time, I believe. And then for a whole year. And then I met my girlfriend at the time in 2021, 7 years after therapy. And I found out that I wasn't even ready to be in a relationship 7 years after therapy. And so 2021, in June, we started dating. By September, we broke up. She's like, I can't do it anymore. You need to start doing these videos. So that's how that went. I can't see too good without my glasses. I need my readers. I need my dollar store, $1.25 readers, y'all. All right. The narc I was with said he had life trouble and asked me for sex to cope immediately. It's been a year since he stalked. I don't feel like me again, yet my fire is dim. Yeah, a lot of times you have fears of that person coming back around. So sometimes when your fire is dim like that, you are suppressing a lot of real emotions and you're hiding some things from yourself. You can't fear going out and enjoying life because of how he is or how he did or what he did. And so your fire is not dim. Don't believe that somebody can dim it. Only you can dim your own fire. A lot of times you all give up and you give in and you let that person defeat you because you're fearful of them or you love them so much you want them to come back so you do anything which means doing harm to yourself by dimming your own light. Don't dim your own light. God gave you that light. Turn it up, right? So what happens is they cheat on you, they hurt you, and they leave. Their light is not dim. It's actually dim, but their light is not dim. And they're not gonna let you dim their light. They moved on, and they'll leave you suffering, afraid, in the house, not want to go to work, not being yourself, not happy, not jubilant, not hanging out with your friends, not celebrating. Get out. Don't let nobody dim your light. God gave you the light. Nobody has the power to dim anything. When you start believing that it's dim, and you feel good that it's dim, or you feel bad that it's dim, but you keep it dim, you don't have to do that. Sometimes you still hope and wish that the person comes back around and make things better. Make things better for yourself. If a person likes you or loves you, they won't hurt you. If they like you or love you, they'll come see you. If they like you, love you, they'll check on you. If they don't like you, love you, they don't come see you, they don't check on you. They hope that your light stays dim. So don't give them that power over you. That's a secondary emotion, they say. When you're still upset and hurt about something that happened a while ago, you're holding on. That's anger. That's a secondary emotion. I just learned about that. Or I learned about it in therapy, but I talked about it the other day. Naughty Nikki B, thank you. MG, what's going on? Wow, honey, why are you so handsome? I don't know. On the inside, I'm ugly. I'm just kidding. I was very ugly on the inside. I'm all right now, but I had to do a lot of work on myself. So I was a very arrogant guy, right? Very conceited, very self-centered. Yeah, I used to have women hitting on me as a kid, touching me, kissing me. My cousins, it started. Then my babysitter, and it just kept going. And then I started liking older women. And so I knew that I had to eat, like, work out, have big shoulders, know about sex at an early age. And so I started, looking at myself as women like me. What did they like about me? And then they would tell me, and I would try to enhance that or keep what I had, But thank you. I'm trying to read these questions, y'all, and I got to keep my glasses on and keep it clear. What can I expect now that I'm divorced from my ex-wife? She's 22 years old. I'm 30. Will she become back to who we? Yep. I don't think she said you will never hear from me again. Greetings from Mass. I don't think so. She said you will never hear from. It depends. Why reality sucks. What can I expect now that I'm divorced from my ex-wife? She's 22 years old. I'm 30. So here's the thing. When you're 30 and she's 22, a lot of times that's a decent age for you. But when she's 22, she got a long way to go to get on a level where she's mature enough to be your wife. She wasn't ready. It's not your fault, If she says that, I don't think so. She said, you will never hear from me again. She's probably embarrassed that she couldn't handle you or you caught her cheating. Something happened. She's greedy. She's immature. She's in the streets. She's in the club. I don't know. I'm just thinking. But as a 30-year man and you put your business on here, that's not a bad thing. But you want an answer. I think for the most part, if you're mature as you are, as you sound, you have to date up, my brother. The women these days, the men these days, the people these days, the age groups are not who they are. Like my 24-year-old son, we had to put him out, not put him out the house, but he had to get on his own. He struggled. And young ladies are struggling too. A lot of times these people are very lazy. They want to get an older man to give them money, to buy them a car, to help them with their credit score, to pay their bills, to buy them clothes, to buy them weed. At 22 years old, they're not ready to be a wife. A lot of them are not ready to be a wife. Not this generation. Our generation possibly, and our generation before us, yeah. But this generation, they have a lot of setbacks from the crack era. They have a lot of setbacks from the drug dealers that, destroyed their parents, destroyed their family, destroyed their homes from, crack, and people going to jail, and people getting killed, and people getting murdered. And so this generation, a lot of them raise themselves. So They don't know what it's like to want a husband or to have a good husband like yourself. I'm sure you're a good husband. They don't know what it's like to have morals and standards and a solid foundation. And you try to bring them up and bring them along and teach them. It's too much pressure for them. My man, why reality sucks. I think you probably better off dating somebody 37 or older. Yeah, you get a better. I think you get a better woman at that age for sure. I know it. Not that I think, but I know it. So she said you'll never see her face again because she's probably embarrassed that she couldn't be a good wife. Don't think it's because she don't like you. Don't think it's because you weren't good enough. I guarantee you probably did more for her than she did for you. And you probably had to look for her and find her and call her. And she's either always on her phone or with her friends. Yep, or hanging around people that was flirting with her and, buying her weed and she coming in late. I bet you went through all of that. My advice to you, my man, is to date up. Yes, for sure. I'm so glad I'm free from that abuse, but will be sharing my story out loud. It's one of the final parts of me healing. Yes. Talia, share your story. Other people need to hear your story. Write a book. I'm doing a book course here soon. Teach y'all how to put a book together. It'll probably be $100 course over 3 or 4 days. But write your story, Talia. Tell people about it. Get it in the bookstores. Get it in the schools. I'm doing a lot of stuff with my old books. I don't talk about them, but I got 4 books out. Broken. It's my memoir, my first book. Love Ship is about relationships. The 7 Loveless Traits is about narcissism. And If I Can, You Can, it's an autobiography I wrote about my childhood friend. So write your books, tell your story, get it out there to help people. They're shift together. Okay. Have you ever dated a narcissist? If so, how was that experience? Black girls getting their shit together. I dated 5 women that I think they were just like me. They were undiagnosed though. Sexually was great. We laughed a lot. We joked a lot. We went out a lot. We ran hard. But the care and the lack of empathy, the ghosting each other, the gaslighting each other, it was bad. The hanging up, not calling back, it was bad. I didn't like it. And I said, wow, this is what it's like dating me. But I had to always stay up one on them because I'm an unemotional guy because I can't handle emotions. So I run from handling and facing emotions. I don't like it. So I get angry, I get mad. I used to start arguments so we didn't have to discuss my lack of emotions. But dating women that were just like me, physically, it felt great. Mentally, it was hard on my heart, on my mind, because it was like dating a Leon, and I didn't like it at all. We lied to each other. We doubted each other. We didn't care. We had a lack of empathy, all of that. So I understand what you all are going through when you date somebody like me that's narcissistic but undiagnosed and they won't get help. A lot of times when men like me don't want to go get help, it's because they know what they're going to hear in the psychotherapist's office and they don't want to hear it. They're not ready to hear it. So they just say, oh, I don't need therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. They know that something's wrong with them. And then you go, okay, I'll stop asking them. I'll stop bringing it up. They'll go, yes. But they know they go to therapy. They almost feel like they're doomed to face themselves. They're doomed to hear the truth about themselves. They're doomed to have to reflect on their childhood. They talk about their mother, talk about their dad, talk about the uncle that touched them, talk about the aunt that slapped them. They don't want to go relive that. And so they'll never, ever, 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 they'll never get better because it's here, it's stuck in them, and they do not know how to navigate those lifelines or those tragic times or those memories because they're stuck in their pain and they're ashamed of it. And then they build themselves up to be this person like I did, and this is good and safe for me. So I thought, why should I go back and get therapy? I'm not doing that. I did it, but before therapy, I was like, I'm cool with Leon. I'm in the Navy. Now, this is before all of this, before 2015. I'm successful. I'm leading people. I'm getting paid good. I'm getting an award. I'm getting rewarded. Why should I go to therapy and possibly have a serious meltdown and not recover? That's why a lot of them won't go through therapy. And they say there's nothing wrong with me. They know something wrong with them. I knew something was wrong with me. So I'm not going to hold y'all up. Let me see if I can get one more. That's great, Leon. I love to hear that. Thank you, Fiona. My ex said to me, the way you love is dangerous. because it'll get you hurt while repetitively wanting to come back for that same love. But that statement hurt me because it made me feel like I shouldn't love. No, what happened was your love was too strong and too deep for him. And he only wanted a little bit. A little bit of your love, queen, was good enough for him. I did the same thing. And I know you felt like, man, I'm trying to love the hell out of you. But what did he do? I guarantee you, you probably laugh when I say this. He kept pushing you away. If a man tells you your love is dangerous, he's scared or fall in love with you. If a man tells you your love is dangerous, is that because you have pushed his buttons in a good way and he's starting to like you deeper and deeper, and he's afraid. Because when a person likes you deeper and deeper, pretty soon they lose control of themselves and fall all for you, which is what you want. And it's safe for us, but we were scared to love like that. So he's scared to love you because you know what you had, queen? You have power over that brother. And he don't like it. He can't take it. When women had power over me with that type of love, I was like, you dangerous, girl. And I would just leave and ghost her and pop up and come back and, feel like I'm getting too close and push her away and not say I love you and not want to huddle and hold her, not want to cuddle and hold her hands and not hold her hands. And when I was having sex with her, I wouldn't say anything. I wasn't verbal because I was afraid of connecting deeply with her. That's his problem, queen. He said he was telling you without telling you, baby, you too much. I can't handle you. So what happens is we go to the women that won't show us love like that. They show us a little bit and we'll match it and we're happy. So just be not happy or proud, but he was going to hold you down. You would never been able to find your true potential and passion when it came to love by being with him. That's just the truth. All right, y'all got to go. Popeye. What's up, Sharon? Thank you. I'm going to do live. Let me know. I'll go back and look at the live and I'll look at the comments, but let me know if I should start doing lives more and just do a Q&A for about 30 minutes, maybe a couple of times a week. All right, let me know. I hope I helped y'all out tonight. Thank you. It was cool. I like doing it, so I do it more often than not. But let me know if it's a good idea to go live. All right, hey, y'all be safe out there. Don't worry about this voting stuff, the presidential stuff. Do you be a loving person, be a caring person, be a strong person. Get your therapy, think things through, create something nice, new ideas, have fun with life. Take care of yourself, okay? All right, good night.